Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to replace your hot water tank on your RV by yourself. This is not a hard process. You just have to follow the video and just be as careful as you can, since it involves screws, it involves caulking around the unit itself, and propane for the gas and all that. So follow the video. Hope you like it. So the first thing you want to do is take all the screws around the unit out. You want to remove all the screws slowly so you don't get your RV all scratched up. And put it on a safe place, because you're going to use it later to put the new unit back. Now you're going to slowly and carefully remove the hinges of the unit door. This is a little bit tricky, so just be careful you don't drop it like I just did, and put it in a safe place. The other thing you want to do right away is take the power out of your unit. I have a 50 amp hooked up right to my house. You want to take that out. And now, very importantly, you want to go and open the bay for your propane tank. You want to make sure it's closed. You don't want to leave it open, since we're going to be removing the propane line that goes right to your unit. The other thing I like to do is go inside the unit, turn my stove on, and then try to light it up, just to make sure I'm burning all the propane that's left over in the propane line. You just want to get that all out, because once you remove the line from the hot water tank, you don't want any propane to still be coming out. So go inside your unit, turn your stove on if you have a gas stove, and just make sure all the propane is burned. Okay, so when you remove this from the gas, I'm not sure if you want to save the old water heater, but if you do, be careful, because as you can see, when I was untying it, I already damaged it. So this one, I'm not going to save it. I'm not going to do anything with it. As soon as I take it out, it's going on the trash, so I don't care. But you know, if you want to save it for some reason, for parts or anything like that, just be careful when you unscrew this right here. The other thing too is, when you are unscrewing it, you're going clockwise and not counterclockwise. Okay, once you're all done unscrewing it, you can just leave it aside like that. This is going to come right off later. We're gonna push it right through this hole right here, and this whole part's going to come right off. So all the screws are off. There's about 15 of them. The plate is off. Leave the plate in a safe spot, because most of these guys, they don't come with an extra plate, so you're gonna have to use the existing one. If you scratch it, your RV is gonna have a scratched plate afterwards, so just put it on a nice safe place. Now this edge here, it's filled with caulking or some sort of adhesive. So now you're just gonna have to very carefully put a knife through here, or a blade of some kind, to loosen up a little bit, just so it's a little bit loose. And then this whole unit that you see here, it's gonna come right off. Okay, next thing you want to do is go underneath your RV, right beneath the water pump, the water heater. Be careful you don't bang your head on the stabilizers of your RV. Personal experience, I can tell you it hurts quite a bit. And there's going to be one screw here, at least on mine anyways. This whole plate underneath the RV is where your hoses and stuff will be, and also all the other connection for the water heater. And on mine, I have only one screw. I can see I'm supposed to have at least 2 more, but I only have one. If you have more than one, obviously you gotta unscrew them all. If you only have one like me, only take that one out. I'm trying to do this with one hand. I'm trying to videotape it and do this, so bear with me.
Oh, my head still hurts from hitting my head on that stabilizer. Okay, once you take that off, this whole plate's gonna come out, and you can see your water tank, hot water tank. Okay, that's your hot water tank. As you can see, there's one hose down here and one up here, and that's all you're gonna have on this side. This that you see here, it's gonna be your electrical, which we're gonna be removing it from up here. As you can see, it goes up this way and that way. It's kind of a Mickey Mouse job on the Fleetwood anyways, but it's easy to remove. Now, I've opened this before, so I know that the one below, I marked it with a white tape, just so I know, and the one up top doesn't have any tape. Since there's only two, only put tape on one, so you know exactly which one it is, so you can plug back in later. Now, if you don't do this, believe me, you're gonna have a hard time, because once these holes go up, you can't really tell which one is for down, which one is for up. So it's gonna be a little tough. This is really tight, so I might have to actually get a wrench to undo these guys. Let's see if I can do this. Now, I might get wet, like a lot, and I'm right underneath. So if I scream like a little girl, don't make fun of me, because this thing might be filled with water. Actually, I drained the tank, but sometimes the hoses have water. This one didn't. And again, you have to open it that way, like going up. Just twist it going that way, up, and it should come right off. Here you go. Oh, shit. Oh, there's some water. Please don't fall in the camera. Okay, now I'm soaked. Okay, let's see. Let me try to move more this way so I don't get too much water on me. Okay. Yep, I am soaked. Okay, let all that water run out, drain out. And that's it. So let's open up from the other side. Now, after you unplug the hoses, what you want to do is you just want to put some pressure on these guys, and they're gonna bend back like this. Like I said, some of them are gonna be really tight because there's this weird white silicone thing. Like that's real nasty. It gets all over your RV, so be careful. And just pull right back like that. With two hands, I'm assuming you're probably gonna have an easier time than I am right now. But you know, it's worth sharing the knowledge. Okay. That comes back like that. And like that. There you go. Okay. There you go. This bottom part here, you can take this out. Now this little pin you see here, it's nice, it's good to save it, but in case you break it somehow or you don't want to save it, when you buy a new water heater tank, it comes with one. It comes with a pair, but just in case, I'm gonna save it anyways. Okay, and that comes out. Now let's remove this part right here. Now remember that electrical wire I told you guys underneath? It's this guy right here, and it comes right, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's right there. So we're gonna pull it right out of there. Same goes with the propane pipe. So we're just gonna finish removing this thing back, and I'm gonna show you guys how to remove the actual tank out of the RV. Okay, all the silicone is out now. Unplug the electrical. This is that electrical coming from down there that I showed you guys earlier. This is the electrical coming from the hot water tank. You literally just unplug it and then just slowly remove this whole guy out of here like that, and it's going to be tight, so be patient. Okay, so after a lot of work and effort, the hot water tank is out. There is another way that's a little bit easier to do this, and that is if you actually remove this whole panel by opening this door, unscrewing these, and a couple of more screws that way, and you can actually remove this whole top panel, and that whole thing will pop right out. To me, that's just a lot of work, and I was able to just pull it right out, so that's what I did. But again, you don't want to go through the hassle. You can also just take the panel out, and that would work as well. Okay, that's all the stuff that we have to get to. I'm just going to clean this real nice and get everything ready for the next one. Okay, once you got your new hot water heater tank, leave the electrical that came with it right there, the one that's coming from the RV right here, so it's easier to connect later. Don't forget to leave your propane connection out here exposed, just waiting to go right in here. I can put that back later, and it's going to connect right here. Don't forget to apply plumbing tape to both this do not do it, just do it on the water, on both of the hoses that's going to connect back to the water tank. Okay, so once you connect everything back, the hoses, this one down here, and then the one up above, this one here, as you can see, this is the one that goes on the lower part of the tank, and that's the reason why I have the tape here. Okay, you can actually close this and put the screw back, or multiple screws if you have. I'm actually going to leave it open until I close the front and test it, because I want to see if there's any water leaking. Okay, after screwing all the screws back and putting her sealant back, which don't do what I did. I used a white sealant on a black RV, which I'm going to fix it. I'm going to put black sealant. And that's it. You should be all set now. I'm gonna test it pretty soon. I'm gonna see if everything's running the way it should. Should be. It's not connected to city water right now, and my freshwater tank is not really full, so I can't really test it right now. The one rookie mistake you do not want to do is forget to bypass your valve and then turn the hot water tank on inside the RV, because that is a very bad rookie mistake. So right here, this is in normal, and that's the way you want to live. That's the way you want to leave it, in normal. If you put it on bypass, the water is just going to skip the hot water tank and go just to the RV without going into the hot water tank. You don't want to do that. You want to leave it in normal, and you want to make sure this is full by opening this valve, and make sure some water is going to come out of it, because I'll tell you what happens. If you go inside the RV and you turn on the hot water tank on to heat the water up, and this thing is empty, it's going to heat your hot water tank and make a big hole on the aluminum, and it's going to mess it up. You might as well go and replace and get a new one again. So you don't want to do that. That's a rookie mistake. A lot of people do that. You got to make sure this thing is full of water before you go inside your RV and you turn it on with the propane. Always make sure this is in normal, not on bypass, in normal, and then make sure this is full before you turn it on. And that's it. There you have it. The shadows you're seeing, the reflection you're seeing on the RV, it's because of all the trash that I used when replacing this. But there you have it. If you can do this on your own, you can buy the hot water tank. I think I paid about $320, and I'm gonna put the website link down below. I'm not getting paid or anything like that, so I might as well put a few links you can choose from. I got an estimate to have this done at the RV dealership, and I believe they wanted about $900, so I paid $320 and did the rest myself. So you know, you can save some money like that.